Welcome back to Sonic 4. We're still in Lost Labyrinth. Totally unique and never before seen Sonic level.
Well, I see the Labyrinth, but I don't see the Lost part. Where are the Mario Galaxy gimmicks?
It's lost because none of Sonic is lost right now. None of his friends know where he's at.
But where's the Great Hex?
No, that's the Lost Hex, not the Lost Labyrinth. I'm scared of this guy.
I see that.
Anyways, that is one thing we somehow managed to not talk about at all in part 1, is the fact that this entire game is just a nostalgic rehash of previous Sonic games.
I mean, it's kind of well known, so
it is kind of well known about it. But it is like the distinguishing feature about this game to Sonic fans. So, you know, there is that. It doesn't bother me all too much because, you know, I still see this as the weird Sonic mobile game. But it's called Sonic 4, so obviously it's a problem. But I don't know. I do like these versions of the stages.
Did you like Hydro City?
I did like Hydro City.
Callbacks, yay!
There's also another Crusher wall in this same game, so it's kind of weird that they did that.
I don't know, repeating content on a mobile game sounds pretty accurate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it doesn't bother me all too much. The art style of this game also doesn't bother me all too much.
No, Sonic 1 itself brought back Labyrinth Zone. So, I guess bringing back weird segments or levels when you think they should be gone is kind of a Sonic franchise thing, you know?
Sonic 1 itself, the game that originated Labyrinth Zone.
Oh, I'm talking about how it brought Labyrinth Zone into Scrap Brain.
Oh, true. That is true.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about that. That is such a weird thing. I get what they were going for with it. You know, Eggman's shit built on top of the ancient ruins and whatnot, but I don't know. Sonic 1 is cool. This game is less cool.
Hashtag not my classic Sonic.
There's like... That's one thing that all the classic games do fairly well, is like having a progression of level themes. Why did I wait for that?
I don't know, going from Spring Yard to Labyrinth's always a little weird.
Well, yeah, but that feels like it's more because they did change the order of the levels for the final release.
I mean, it really only makes sense in the second game, as far as final level layouts go. Because, like, Sonic 3, you also jump all around environments. And same with Sonic and Knuckles. So, like, the idea of a progression through different environmental themes, while it was certainly meant to be present in Sonic 1, the final project does not necessarily represent this as much. And really, it's only Sonic 2 that does, you know?
I would argue Sonic 2 is just as bad as Sonic 1, because you do go from Green Hill aesthetic to Chemical Plant to Casino to then back to the Aquatic Ruin. You know, it's a little all over the place. But then from like Aquatic Ruin on, it's a pretty decent progression.
I hope you like this crunch theme.
I do like this theme, thank you very much. Because I'm the Sonic 4 shill, I have to defend everything about it.
I like the theme. I just wish, you know, it had variety after 2 minutes.
Hey, you know, fun fact. This game, Sonic 4 Episodes 1 and 2, are the only Sonic games to just reuse the Sonic Unleashed model full sail for Sonic.
I mean, I don't see it, but I'll take your word for it. I don't pay attention enough to Sonic's models, so I don't really care.
It's just the Unleashed model, but they put some like cell shading effects on it, and it's especially noticeable in episode 2. They just like increase the size of the head for some reason. I guess to make it look a little more classic.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'm that guy who sits there and says, I don't care if they're reusing the Forces model. You guys just don't like Forces. Shut up.
Well, the Forces model is just a bastardized version of the Lost World model, which is a weird changed version of the Generations model, which is in turn a weird changed version of the Unleashed model. So it all loops back. Okay? Fuck. Yeah, the I don't what do people call the trio from Metropolis Zone?
I didn't know that trio had a name.
Yeah, well, they're back in this, and they're not nearly as bad because the homing attack just nullifies everything.
Do you show off the fact that when the what's their name? The praying mantises. When they the slicers, when they throw out their weapon and you dodge it, they don't get it back, and then they just kind of panic.
Oh, I died. Damn. They don't panic. They just self-destruct, and it's kind of awesome.
Should have shown it off. Oh well.
Yeah, but that would require me standing still, and then you would have complained for me standing still. So
no,
what do you want from me?
That has a purpose. Most of your standing stills could have been skipped.
No. You always say, "Why are we watching this?" And it's me playing the video game. So I don't know what to say to you.
Look, I just have unrealistic standards, okay?
I know, that's what I'm saying. And I'm very aware of this fact.
It's okay.
Like
I can complain as much as I want, but he knows that I have to watch it, so he can do whatever he wants.
Yep.
And the only thing I can say to that is, remember Spider-Man.
How do you feel about the homing attack in this game?
I never minded it as much as others did. You know, the only time the homing attack bothered me in a classic Sonic style game, Sonic Generations 3DS, because they give it to classic Sonic, and it just baffles my mind. It just didn't feel necessary. That is the only time I'll ever complain. But like this, technically the Rush games and Colors DS, no, I don't mind it. I think it's fine.
The Rush games, it's like entirely useless because it's so underpowered compared to just, I don't know, boosting into the thing.
What I like about it is it allows you to get different challenges out, so you can create tighter gameplay. Like, you know, I think that's why they started experimenting with it after like Advance 2 and 3 for the Rush games, since they focused on different elements. And this game tries to do the same thing. You know, in a standard classic Sonic game, like if this were a Genesis game with homing attack, yeah, get that out of here. It wouldn't really work. But that's kind of not the point here, you know.
I think it was probably more so a necessary design. Maybe not necessary, but it was. They put it in this, I assume, because mobile game. Again, it all circles back to that. Because touch controls, it can be kind of difficult to jump onto enemies with that.
Right.
So just give them the fucking homing attack, and it's that easy. And you can call it a feature instead of a bandage.
I mean, isn't that literally how it's created in 3D?
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah, it was created by Sonic Team. Oh, here's Super Sonic. Anyways, it was created by Sonic Team.
You could have gotten rid of the shield first, I'm just saying.
No. I want to be Nuclear Sonic.
Watch out, you radioactive man!
But the homing attacks inception interesting because Sonic Team were like, oh, it's hard to jump on enemies in our game, so let's give them a move that does it for them. But instead of fixing the jump control to make it easier, they instead gave you a move that does it for you, which is, it's very hilarious to me. I like the homing attack because, you know, these 3D Sonic games are kind of designed around it, and it feels pretty good to use in most of them. But,
yeah, I've never gotten the complaint on homing attack shades people have, but...
I mean, it is literally just spam the A button gameplay.
It is, but... And this is as someone who grew up in the age of, we gotta put button commands in every single cutscene and QuickTime events, I really don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, but
because that's literally what Sonic Unleashed is. It's QuickTime event the game.
Yeah,
they even have QuickTime events mid-level,
and that's fine for the kind of game it's going for. I think the complaint comes from the fact that it's just not like the 3D Sonic games. Love them or hate them, I love them personally. They play nothing like classic Sonic. Mm-hmm. Which is what Sonic the Hedgehog was,
like
up
3D
until
Mario,
Sonic Adventure.
I would just like to say.
I mean, yeah, but 3D Mario is still not like a game that plays itself like 3D Sonic is.
But that's not the issue here. The issue is that the games play differently.
Well, yeah, but that wouldn't be an issue if the Sonic games played differently, but they weren't automated so much. Because that's the thing people do complain about, even more so than homing attacking, is the sheer amount of automation in these games, where you just watch Sonic go.
Again, to me, it's only been an active problem in, like, Lost World and Forces. More so Forces, because of the length of its levels.
Yeah, but like I mean, yeah, it's like,
and I guess this game as well.
The entire game of Sonic Forces is automated. Like there's hardly any like just play the game yourself sections, and when it is, it's like shorter than the cutscene loop-de-loop we just watched. You know?
Yeah, and to me, that isn't a problem with automation. It's a problem with the team not having the time to actually create levels. They had gone through and created a bunch of set pieces, were really keen on using them, and instead of making them playable, they just make Sonic run through them.
It is my personal belief that we're all just collectively used to what 3D Sonic is at this point. So we're used to seeing just the gameplay itself all the time. But, I don't know, I feel like that's just because of design decisions made when they made Sonic Adventure, when things were more limited, but they never, went back and reevaluated those design philosophies.
I mean, they kind of did with Lost World.
But yeah, they did, but that game still has a lot of the same fundamental problems that Sonic Adventure has, because it's still all about dash pad automated sequences and homing attack chains for the most part. Like, there's the parkour, and that's fun. But they also automate that most of the time. So, I don't know. I think Sonic Team is like when I watch someone play a Sonic game for the first time. It's how I imagine Sonic Team feels during play tests. They see the players not have brains when it comes to Sonic games. So they feel the need to completely automate the process for them so that they can actually finish levels.
I think it's more lack of time.
Dude, it's been over 20 years.
I'm not talking about
Sonic
that
Adventure.
time. I'm talking about time and development.
You say that. Frontiers had fucking 5 whole ass years, the longest development cycle of any Sonic game.
Okay, that is a unique case of its own issues.
They literally said they spent 3 years just trying to get an idea down.
Yeah, like I said, a unique case of its own issues.
Yeah, but what I'm arguing is they spent so much time getting an idea down, quote unquote, from as what they said, right? And they settled on the exact same gameplay we've always had. Just with some added shitty combat, essentially. And then they also settled on, hey, let's let the player change the physics themselves, because why not? We're not going to get it right.
Right, but what I'm trying to bring up is the case of automation in Sonic games, and try it being a problem of development time versus it's just what they think players want.
Well, no, I think Sonic...
That's what I'm trying to argue, because...
What I'm trying to argue is that Sonic Team of today, since this is they're basically a whole new fucking team, essentially. Like, there's some people that worked on Generations and whatever, but even then, by Generations, this is just what 3D Sonic has been, so they just make 3D Sonic like how it always has been, instead of trying something new. You know? Because, you know, it is
hashtag Dark Ages were best ages is what all I'm hearing with that.
Well, even in the Dark Ages,
in an age where we got Sonic 06 followed by Secret Rings, followed by Unleashed, followed by Black Knight. Yes, I want that back so badly.
Even in the Dark Ages, the fundamental 3D Sonic gameplay was still the same. It's still like homing attack chains and automated loops. That's just what Sonic is.
Yeah, and that has a lot of variety for what you can do with it.
Not really, it's just hold forward and watch Sonic go. Or mash A and watch Sonic go.
Yeah, and you apply that very differently between the styles of gameplay. You're telling me that Sonic Unleashed and Sonic 06 are fundamentally the same game? On a really base level, yes, but I think that's dumbing it down too much.
Yeah, but my argument is
it's like arguing that you could use the same way to argue that Mario, 3D Mario and 2D Mario are the same because you spend the entire games jumping everywhere.
I'm not arguing that Sonic 06 and Unleashed are the same. I'm arguing that the base fundamental design philosophies are, and they're flawed philosophies. That is what I'm arguing. And those are just the philosophies we're stuck with.
I disagree.
Disagree with what? That we're stuck with it? Because we are stuck with it.
Oh, that they're flawed philosophies.
I think they are flawed philosophies because...
Have you not played Shadow Generations, my guy? What the fuck?
I have. And I love that game. I'm not saying that these design philosophies cannot lead to good video games. They have, and they can. But I am saying that Sonic could be a lot more than what it is. And we're arguing this in Sonic 4, which is the most fucking milquetoast Sonic game that there is.
No. Even basic stuff is fun.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not fun.
I'm saying this is not fun. I was insulting this.
This is fun. You're just stupid.
Well, we can agree on something.
Heroes ass. Freaking dust off that one. But no, I'm literally just arguing that you could do a whole lot more with Sonic the Hedgehog than what they've been doing with Sonic the Hedgehog. And I don't think doing the same thing but giving it a new wisp power and calling it a day is cutting it for me. Anyways, we're at the end of fucking Sonic 4. Episode 1. And it's the Sonic 2 boss. Except actually more fun.
Would this be more fun?
I think this is more fun. The Sonic 2 boss is boring. This has a whole second phase. This has a whole second phase. And it's a cool fight. that actually asks you to do more than walk away from the thing. Though I don't know why he's in a loop right now. I got like weirdly lucky with this. Okay, he's going into a second phase now.
Anyways, fuck this fight. I hate it.
This fight is good.
No, it's ass.
You're just ass at it.
Yeah, and it's ass.
No.
I want fights that I can cheese in 5 seconds and not think about.
Well, you're boring.
Yeah.
Says the guy who really, really loved the Titan fights.
Yeah. I'm not seeing the problem.
God, I didn't expect... Well, maybe I should have. It's a Sonic game. We are just going at it today.
Listen, I'm sick and we want peace, but here we are.
And I want to play Sonic. Well, more so, I want to play Resident Evil 4 right now. I'm still working through that.
And the truth finally comes out. That's what this was all about. Resident Evil 4 the whole time.
Resident Evil 4, Episode 1.
Don't give him ideas. Look, I know Inafune's been long gone from the company, but don't give him ideas. Mega Man Legends 3, Episode 1. I think we all know about
he'll
how...
skip to 4.
This thing has way too much health.
It's alright.
Because you're also doubling up on a lot of your attacks.
Yeah.
So this is already having the fight from what most players would experience.
I mean, he's sitting still for a long time. If you don't hit him at least 4 times, there's something wrong.
I'm sorry, most people are going to naturally homing attack him and get launched back.
No, most people are going to turn their brain off and just die. Because...
How did you know what I did?
Because for some reason, people who play Sonic games for the first times just lose their gaming skills. He's dead. You'll know he's dead when he stops flashing when you're hitting him. So now you just gotta do this attack, which is kind of stupid.
Yeah,
oh, shit.
It is stupid. Because I got to this. And it killed me. Yeah. And my 10-year-old ass almost broke my device.
Listen, I would have asked me like 10 years ago. I would have said all the same shit about the Sonic 2 final boss. Because they don't give you rings, and if you die, you have to redo the fucking Silver Sonic fight and the Death Egg Robot fight.
Yeah, I agree. That fight is ass.
But I've also recently just realized, hey, why am I trying to take every opportunity to hit him? Why don't I just wait till he's more open, and then the fight becomes really fucking easy?
Because I'm an impatient motherfucker.
Credits time. We gotta watch the credits twice for this game. Aren't you excited for that?
Are they any different for episode 2?
Well, yeah, they have different screenshots and a different melody.
So it's not the same credits?
I didn't say they were the same credits. I said we have to watch the credits twice for this game.
Okay, but we're gonna have to watch the credits like 10 times for Shadow the Hedgehog, so I don't care.
We're not watching the credits 10 times for Shadow the Hedgehog.
Fake fan.
We're watching them 5 times because there's 5 different credits. Well, 6 because of the final one, but...
Fake fan.
So.
Not doing it right. You're saying you don't want to listen.
Show. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna do one of the last missions on a line, and then I'm gonna cut, and then I'm gonna go to the bad mission and do that, and then we'll watch the credits then.
You saying you don't want to listen to Almost Dead twice?
No, I don't want to listen to it once.
That song's awesome, and you can't change my mind.
Song is fucking horrible. The worst Sonic song ever devised by man.
No, that's City Escape. What? Who said that?
You are just trying to say shit that you don't even believe.
No, it'd be like one of the Knuckles themes, probably.
No, those are all Peak.
Or maybe Rouge's theme from SA2. I don't like that one.
Okay, to be fair, I never, ever, ever go and listen to any of Rouge's themes in that game.
Exactly. So, and I'd rather listen to Power Man 5000, I'm just saying.
Chimichanga. Chimichanga.
What have we become?
Sometimes I wish I was never born at all. I'd
I'd like to point out we're only at the end of episode 1 of Sonic 4. We still got a whole ass other episode.
Yeah, why is that a surprise? This is only 2 parts. You're fine.
Will this game finally break us?
No, because I like this game. It might break you because you're dumb and can't play simple 2D platformers for more than 5 minutes without getting bored. But
I hope you understand why Nier Automata is perfection to me.
I don't, but it looks good at the very least. I'll give you that.
Look, see, like it's like any other game. I'd get bored, but, and this is the big emphasis here, Nier Automata has ass I can stare at.
I thought you were just gonna stop at butt, because that also would have worked for what you were trying to say.
I guess it would have.
But consider, butt. Oh, it's the secret special ending that you get when you get all the Chaos Emeralds.
Look, he did the Sonic 1 thing.
He waggled his finger and ran away. Bye, Eggman. Bye, Eggman.
It's him.
Oh my god, it's the standard PNG like artwork of Metal Sonic, but silhouetted.
It's him.
No, I find it kind of fitting that we're using Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2 well, Episode 1 at least, to lead into Half-Life 2, which also had 2 episodes, and then never got a third one. So we'll see you with some Half-Life 2.